Hi friends, it's Mr. Andrew. Good to see all of you. So I teach something called mindfulness. Now I know a lot of you know what mindfulness is, but I just thought this might be an opportunity to pause the video and just talk about what mindfulness is to you. Does it mean focus? Does it mean calm? Does it mean relaxation? Is it boring sometimes? Whatever mindfulness is to you is okay. Because mindfulness is a noticing practice, a noticing game, if you will. You notice that your mind has wandered off, you come back and use your breath to do so. Now, I like to think of mindfulness as the practice of using your breath to focus your mind and your body so that you can make better choices, so that we can make better choices. And a lot of sports teams like the Golden State Warriors, the Seattle Seahawks, the Cleveland Cavaliers, all sorts of different sports teams and athletes practice mindfulness as a way to be at the top of their game. A lot of lawyers, doctors, and thankfully police officers now are starting to use mindfulness, and firefighters, teachers, you name it. There's not a profession out there that's not using mindfulness as a way to be more kind, as a way to be more focused, and as a way to be more curious about really showing up for our lives rather than thinking about a million things. Wanting to be right here, right now is the purpose of mindfulness. Good. All right, so I'm going to do something that you probably do all the time and see if you can guess what I'm doing. Ready? I'm hearing you. Oh my gosh, so loud. Breathing. That's right. I'm breathing. But unfortunately, I'm breathing incorrectly. A lot of people do this when they breathe, right? They bring up their shoulders, right? They kind of clamp together like this, and it's not very comfortable. So what I want us to remember how to do, and some of you already know how to do this, is I want you to learn how to take a deep belly breath when you feel like you need to take a breath, not this sort of thing. Okay, so put up your hands. Very nice. Great. And I want you to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly button. I like to think of our belly button as sort of a reset button. And I want us to just breathe in and see if you can fill up your belly. And maybe your chest gets a little big too, but not too much. Just like this. See how my chest is getting a little bigger, but my shoulders didn't go up very much at all? And now I'm breathing into my belly. Almost like you're filling up a water balloon, you know? And then the water balloon gets small when you breathe out. Good. And perhaps this breathing ball or Hoberman sphere can help you remember how to breathe. So we're going to breathe in together. And we're going to breathe out. The belly gets a little smaller. Breathe in. The belly gets a little bigger. And breathe out. Belly gets a little smaller. And I think you're wondering, gosh, I wish I could get a Hoberman sphere. I wish I had a breathing ball right here, right now. Well, guess what? You do. It's called your hands. So a lot of you know how to do this. You just put your fingers together. One of my students once said, it's like two fish kissing. And I kind of like that. So you can imagine that if you'd like, or it could be, I don't know, two ducks kissing. And all of a sudden, we're going to breathe in. We're going to try to keep our hands together, and we're going to breathe out. And we have our very own breathing ball. Let's try to do this 5 times together, okay? Breathing in and breathing out. and breathing in. And breathing out. And you can even put it down by your belly a little bit so you remember to fill up your belly. Breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. And this time, see if you can wiggle your toes a little bit when you breathe in. Do you notice how that relaxes your legs and kind of allows you to check in with any tension you might have in your legs? And breathe out. Good. And one more time, breathe in. And I really think it's important to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Try it one last time and see if you can feel the tingling that occurs when you breathe in through your nose. Ready? Do you feel that? There's so much tingling up here. And then you breathe out. And the air is nice and warm. Very good. So that's called breathing breath, breathing ball breath. And I'd like you, if you would, to raise your right hand and say, I promise, very good, to practice breathing ball breath once a day. Good. So think about times, maybe as a group right now, you could talk about it. Think about times you can practice breathing ball breath. It might be when you're on a Zoom call. You can just quietly be doing this if someone's talking or you're losing focus. Or it could be at the dinner table, or maybe while you're waiting for your turn to play a video game at home. Or maybe you're at a store and you're getting restless, right? One of your grown-ups in your life is taking too long. So instead of getting upset, you can just take some breaths and help you focus your mind and your body so you can make a smarter choice. You can still say, I'd like to leave now, but you don't have to get stressed about it, right? You can still ask for what you want, but in a smarter way. Remember, every emotion is okay, but every action is not always okay. So we want to be kind to ourselves so that we can be kind and smarter with other people. Good. All right. Well, I appreciate all of you and I appreciate your time. Remember, practice makes progress. We're not going to get good at this if we only do this once a week. So I really encourage, a breathing ball breath, maybe 5 to 10 times before starting something new, just as a way to start training our minds to be more focused, more kind, and more curious with each moment. All right, I'm rooting for you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.